Next up, we're going to discuss the football bracket, starting with 4AA.
All right, guys. Any thoughts? Just general thoughts on the 4AA, and we'll focus on the West. 4AA West bracket.
Hey man, it's like Fight Club in there. Like it's tough, man. Like if you come out of 4AA West, you deserve it. Like that's just how I feel. Mm-hmm. You know, and people gonna call me biased or whatever. But
so what?
But
come play us.
Yeah, like no, if you come out of 4A West, you deserve to win a state championship. That's just how I feel about it. When you compare it to the East Side, I'm just like, yeah, man. If you come out of 4A West, you deserve it.
There's only two teams on that East that you really like.
Yeah, you know, and Wake Forest, they're not, the same Wake Forest from what I've seen.
It's just hard to see many upsets. I mean, I think the only one I could really see, like I talked about the Winston Conference with Reagan and West Forsyth is the only potential team, game that you may look at. But of course, they've got to get past Pinecrest, who had a fantastic year. And even if Pinecrest makes it out, I mean, where are the upsets? And they've got to be there. I mean, they happen every year. We look at a team like Vance, who wasn't seeded first last year, making it all the way through. But I just don't know if you truly can find an upset this year. And I mean, I think it's become even tougher because we've talked all year about Richmond, Creek, West Forsyth, Myers Park. I mean, there have been teams that have been far and beyond better than the competition. So I think that's my biggest thought is just it's no hope for the underdog.
So we're saying chalk all the way through.
You can't say that because it's like an NCAA tournament bracket. You fill it out and you look at it and you're like, this can't be right.
I think you can say that about the East. The West,
depending on certain matchups, it could get a little.
So Richmond has the number one. Mm-hmm. How do y'all feel about that?
They deserve it.
I mean, they've been good all year. I mean, I can't be mad at them for the way the way it shakes out. They beat Scotland, right?
Yeah.
So they've beaten some good teams, and I know because they're kind of out of our coverage area. Like maybe people don't talk about them as much, but I mean, I think they're. I mean, I would love to see what a Richmond Myers Park game look like, a Richmond Creek game look like. Just to see, But I think they'll hold their own against them for sure.
I would have loved to see them go east.
Of course, because you want to see
that state championship.
you want to see that as a state championship matchup, of course.
And
get Wake Forest somebody else to play.
Right, exactly. I think that's the underlying thought there. And I mean, I got a lot of flack from that last year. I mean, I posted, and of course the IMEC account took a hold of it, but it's like Vance playing Wake Forest. It's like that's great, congrats to Wake Forest. But imagine that game in week 4. Then imagine that game second, third round of the playoffs. Imagine the second round and then having to play someone else the third round that's very similar, and then having to go play yourself again. And I think that's always, and nobody ever wants to hear that on a Friday in Durham. Like you said. I mean, so many things Vance had to overcome and to come that close. And some respect and some level of understanding of what the difference truly is has to become, has to be communicated across. Yeah. They did a phenomenal job, and whoever's in that same situation, you look, they're going to have to do something similar. I mean, you've got Richmond that'll have to play a Huff team that's as talented as any team around here. Then potentially, if they win that one, would have to play a Myers Park team that's one of the best. Then you look down here, they would have to play either potentially Mallard Creek or West Forsyth. So you've got Huff, Myers Park, Mallard Creek, and then you go play Wake Forest. You almost have to be one of these top 4 teams to survive that.
Yeah.
You can't go through there without something going wrong with these, if the kids don't show up for a game, it's over. They don't show up for a quarter, it's over against these type of teams. So it's going to be a hard road on that West, and I think that's the thing that we're going to keep saying to a blue in the face. I mean, that's much more harder than when you look at the East.
I don't think, everybody keep on saying it's a Charlotte thing. It just, if you like football, you want to see competition. Like, that's all it is. They need to stop with this whole Charlotte thing. Yes, even when I went to college, and probably when Coach Byrd went to college too, it's just something about people. They hate us. They wouldn't like the most disliked people in the world. Like you from Charlotte. Like when I was at Phillips, you from Charlotte. You cocky. I was like, I can't help it. That's where I'm from.
You just want to see good teams play good teams.
But that's all we want to see. It's not
like and like looking at this
bracket. But at the same time, you don't want it to be crazy to the point where, like here, how you got a Butler and Advance that now second round they're going to get Creek. Like, how does that make sense for the playoffs?
And it's like if you were to seed it completely, imagine a Wake Forest Vance state championship rematch seeded completely as, Vance being like the 8 or 9 and Wake Forest being the quote unquote 1 or something. Like, that could be a situation where you look and it's like, okay, Wake, you get through that game, get through another couple hard teams out there, and with the state championship, we can understand your pain and you'll play it a little bit more.
I think like Wake only comp is Leesville Road and I don't know if they're ready for it this year. You know what I'm saying? And then I think the state championship game will be the third round game. The third round game in the West. That's the state championship game. And wherever that's at, that's where I'll be at. And it's gonna be. I wanted me personally. I respect Richmond. I like what Brian is doing out there. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be mad if it was Richmond versus Creek. I wouldn't be mad if Myers Park versus Creek. I really want to see Myers Park versus Creek because that's that's the two. You got 3 great teams this year.
Yeah.
And them 3 are the great teams. And
it's a shame they're not all going to play.
Yeah, you want to see that.
Yeah.